Greetings, YouTube. As anyone connected to the internet knows, the American credit rating has been dropped from AAA to AA+. This means there are going to be increased finance charges for any kind of loan that the United States is going to seek. This is going to mean that there's going to be a whole lot more money out of our pockets in the very near future. And one of the reasons that we're in this particular position is that conservative politicians, Democrat, Republican, but very importantly the Tea Party, have been throwing their conventional temper tantrum. And none of them threw it as thoroughly or as vehemently as the Tea Party, as they thrashed on the ground like impotent children screaming, "No new taxes, no new taxes," with about as much sense. But of course what they really meant was no new taxes on the wealthy, which is the one group in America that we desperately need to tax. But you see, the Tea Party also supported slashing funding for the social network that every single Tea Party member is going to need, but they're willing to slit their own throats, apparently. Because you see, they support tax increases on the poor and the middle class because that's what slashing the social net in America amounts to. You're increasing the amount of money that poor people and the middle class is going to have to pay for survival, rather than increase taxes on the wealthy who can afford it and will not lower their quality of life, as opposed to the poor and the middle class whose quality of life will go down because those programs have been cut. But the Tea Party doesn't concern themselves with that. They just like to throw tantrums and act like impotent children. And they're really, really good at it. They pass themselves off as a populist group, but they aren't a populist group, folks. They're towing the conservative political line all the way. They are working for the Fortune 500, for the people like the Koch brothers. They aren't working for the American people. They may think they're working for the American people, but they aren't. Okay, I'll take that back. I'm really starting to believe that they don't think a great deal at all. I get the impression that their political involvement is really all about emotions. It's about how they feel. They feel like they're patriots, so by gosh and by golly, they must be patriots, even though what they're doing amounts to economic terrorism. Because it's going to cost every single American, every man, woman, and child in this continent, every American, $322 in excess finance charges because of that downgrade to the credit rating. They've caused us material harm. That sounds like a terrorist group to me, folks. And anyone who voted for these foolish people, I am baffled. Who did you think you were voting for? You voted torch-wielding, pitchfork-carrying madmen into office. And then people were surprised when they acted like madmen when they got into office. I'm looking forward to the next election cycle. I'm going to see what happens. Do we get any more Tea Party members? Will Americans double down the insanity and say that, yes, we want more of these madmen in office? Because that's what they are. They've hurt us a lot. I'm going to link to an article written by Fred Clark, the Slacktivist, that he covered this just this week. And it's insightful, and the comment sections are quite interesting. There's, last I checked, something like 598 comments. It's pretty intense. But we really desperately need to help Americans understand that, while trimming budgets is good, you have to increase revenue if you want to get rid of the debt. You need more money. And giving tax breaks to the wealthy has done nothing but cost us money. Billions and billions of dollars. We need to increase the taxes on the wealthy, get them to pay their fair share, because remember, folks, all that wealth that they control came from us. We earned it. The American people, we the people, we earned that wealth. They have stolen it from us. And it is time that we take it back. Currently, 80% of the American population controls 7% of our wealth. 7% of our wealth. 80% of the population. That means 20% of the population controls 93% of our wealth. That's wrong, and we need to do something about it. So now is the time to act, folks. Get the Tea Party members out of office. Get every conservative politician, whether they're a Tea Party member, a Republican, or a Democrat, out of office. Put in people who are going to take care of the American population, not the Fortune 500. We need to make some changes, folks. If we don't make them soon, we're all screwed.